To make your bonding bag, you will need some fabric. I'm using fleece, but you can also use cotton or possibly upholstery fabric if you've got some. You'll also need something for the strap. I'm using some scraps of ribbon that I've got left over, but you can also buy something like apron tape. You also need some fabric pins or clips. I prefer to use clips because this is going to be for a pet and I worry about leaving pins in fabric, so I always use the red clips. Pinking shears and a tape measure. I'm going to be using my sewing machine, but you could do this by hand stitching too. I've cut out 2 pieces of fabric that are 26 inches wide by 16 inches length. Then I'm going to fold it over like this one here, and obviously it'll be 13 inches wide and 16 inches in length. If you haven't got enough fabric to cut it out as one big piece, then simply cut 4 pieces of fabric out that are 13 inches wide by 16 inches in length. So I've folded my lengths in half, and as you can see, I've actually put good sides facing together. It can be harder to tell on plain fabric, patterned is obviously a lot easier, but the sides that look the best I put facing together. Now I'm going to take it to the machine and I'm going to sew 3 edges of this square, or rectangle actually, with about a ½ inch seam allowance. I'm going to do a little trick on the corners. I'm actually going to curve it, and then when I've sewed it I'm going to cut off the excess. This just means the bonding bag doesn't get too thick in the corners, and it's a lot easier for your pet to sit at the bottom. So I'm going to take that to the machine, and that's my next job. So I've cut the corners off, and now I'm going to take one of these and turn it inside out. So that leaves you with one showing the seams and one not. Now I'm going to put the one I've just turned inside out into this one with the seams still showing on the outside. So I've put that inside, so that means that this one is still showing the seam on the outside, and then the other one has the seam on the opposite side. The easiest way to get the correct ribbon length is to just simply pop the ribbon around your neck and let it evenly hang down to where you want the bag to sit. I'm 5'6" and I've actually cut mine to 42 inches. Obviously folded over, that's 21 inches. Probably better to go a little bit longer than you think, and then you can always adjust it afterwards, so don't worry too much about that. So lifting the top layer of our sack, I've just popped the ribbon in, leaving the 2 ends out. Make sure you push the ribbon right down inside. You don't want to get it caught up when you're sewing the edges. And then just take the ribbon round, a bit difficult to show on one hand. So there we have the outer bag with the ribbon just tucked in the middle, and then the inner bag. And I'm just going to push the seams opposite ways here. That just makes it a little bit easier when you're going through with the sewing machine. Obviously it's quite thick material otherwise. So I'm just going to pin that in place. Make sure that the ribbon obviously isn't going to be twisted. Just make sure that both sides, like the inside showing on this side and also on that side that I've already pinned. So I've just clipped these seams with the ribbon in there. Once again, just make sure the ribbon is pushed well out of the way inside the bag. And I've just gone around and clipped the outer edges of the bags. You take it back to the machine, and using a ½ inch seam allowance, I'm going to go all the way around the edge, right round in a circle, just leaving a little gap before I finish off to make sure that I can put my hand through, because we need to pull the bag and the ribbon through. So I've just sewed around the edges, and I've left a little gap for my hand to go in. I'm just going to put it in there, and I'm going to pull through the bag, and obviously the ribbon will come with it. And then we tuck this bag through as well, and then just pull it all out. Put your hand in and push it through. There we go. And then I'm going to tuck one bag inside the other bag, keeping the ribbon free. Push it down. Make sure the corners are tucked in as well. And then just bring the seam back up so it's near the top. Then I can take it back to my machine and just sew up the tiny hole that we've got here. And that's it. That'll be your bonding bag complete.